everybody. I'm Dr. Sheri. Yes, we are bringing power tables to you this month. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, it is happening. Go ahead, hit somebody in the chat. Let them know that we're here on today. I'm excited to see you. It has been a hot minute. Yeah, really hot in Texas, that is. So, no pun intended, but I hope wherever you are, you're cooled off, you're enjoying lunch, and it is going great. This is Power Tables, where you bring the lunch and yep, we bring the tea. So let me go ahead and get my tea out today. Hold on. This is really good, y'all. This one is mixed with a little bit of ginger, turmeric, some honey, lemon, and that's cinnamon. Okay, I chose these things for a reason, actually. Making my own blend these days, and it's good stuff. But of course, that honey, it just takes care of all types of things for us, especially clearing up a little bit of that, sun-induced in Texas. But we also have a little bit of cinnamon. It keeps the blood sugar level. That's an additive. That's not a prescription, but just an additive that helps us along our way. And of course, the turmeric for great anti-inflammatory aspects. And then, of course, we have that ginger. It's just settling in so many ways. So y'all know I love my tea. So I told y'all I'm bringing the tea on today. So go ahead and hit somebody. Let me know you're here. I'm so excited to see you. I see you sneaking in the room on your lunch. Maybe you're chewing. So if you're chewing, enjoy. You probably deserve that break. Listen, I was thinking about today what we need to chat about. Yes, I see you there, beautiful. Hey, my baby. This is Sister Makisha. Thanks so much for joining. Love you to life. Yeah, I was thinking about something since we haven't been here in a hot minute. All of these things are going on, just craziness. But what do you do when it looks like your mind is flatlining, girl? I know, I know. It's a lot to think about. I was thinking about that earlier today. What is happening with that? And I begin to look at my own life. A lot of things come out of that. I won't tell you everything, but let me tell you some things today. Sometimes all we need is mouth to mind resuscitation. Yeah, just soak that in for a second. Mouth to mind resuscitation. Hey, sis, I see you, Sister Deborah, over there. Good to see you, Minister. But sometimes we need that. Sometimes we're looking at our life. Hey, Cousin Pam. Hey, girl. Good to see you. It's been a hot minute again. And we need all these wonderful things. Why? Because our mind has taken on the mentality of anybody but us. Yeah, it's taking on the mentality of anybody except us, our hopes, our dreams, what we want out of life. We're pursuing everybody's stuff except ours. I know it seems like we talk about this, but we got to have mouth to mind resuscitation because our mind is flatlining. How? With the news, all the things that come, the gloom and doom of it. Sometimes I just have to turn it off. And then social media, I know I'm on a social media platform right now. I get it. I do get it. But look, we cannot take care of everybody's business and ours. We cannot handle their beef when we got beef going on in our own lives, at our own family tables. Girl, you got to come out with that. That's all I'm saying. We're not getting it done. And so it leaves our mind almost numb. Lack of sensation, lack of inspiration, because we're taking on everybody else's stuff. And what about those arenas of negativity, nastiness, naysaying? Never gonna be that one. It just leaves our minds somewhere else. We got to start dealing with this. Or maybe I should say, not dealing with it. We have to come up with something I talked about just a few days ago, the etiquette of no. No is still a complete sentence, y'all. We got to get that one. And so I'm talking about a few things here. And I want to go into it very quickly because I know you've been chewing for just a minute here, getting all my notes up. So I told you it's been a hot minute since I've been over here. So I'm so excited to be here today. But listen, I was thinking about some things. One of the things I saw was, you go through your memories, your timeline, and I actually wrote this. Interesting. Listen to this. This is what I wrote. And this was 2014. something called Turn Loose. And it started like this: Nadia Comaneci, Mary Lou Retton, Gabrielle Douglas, Simone Biles. She wasn't here yet, but she was on her way. I added her. No one could hear these names and not think of Olympic gold medalist winners in gymnastics. When it comes to these routines, uneven bars, these are some of the best in the league, best in the Olympics. These talented athletes are known for their amazing acrobatics, but most of all, their stick-'em dismounts. But there's something between these two amazing moves. It's something we love to watch, yes, but it's another thing we call the release. The release. That is, they know how to let go at the right time with precision, yeah, accuracy. And it amazes us and leaves us in awe every time at how they can do this. Notice they don't land on their hips because they could possibly break something. They don't land on their arms, and by all means, they do not land on their head. But it's interesting that when we're talking about the release, we know very little about this. We'll land in some of the most precarious predicaments on our hips. That is, we'll have something broken in our lives, broken in our relationships, broken in our friendships, because we didn't know anything about the release, how to let go at the right time with precision, with accuracy, leaving those that we have around us inspired, in awe. We sometimes land on our arms and we're not able to lift the way we should. That means we don't leave our own lives encouraged, lifted with great words. I'm talking about something and I'm going somewhere. I hope you're hitting somebody in this chat right now. So our lives are deflated. Yeah, we're down like four flat tires, but not in a good way. Down like 10 toes, but again, not in a good way. No, 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 no. And then we land on our heads. No wonder we're flatlining, mindless, living life aimlessly without direction. Why? We didn't understand the release. Well, there's something that comes before the release. It's something that I love called the affirmative. That is affirmations. You might want to put that somewhere in the chat. Affirmations. Affirmations are those words. Yeah, those words that we speak out of our knower. We typically have to write them down. But if you're like me, after my morning time of devotion, I go into affirmations. What is that? They are statements of a truth that's deep down inside me, oftentimes based on something else that I am believing to come to pass. And I state it in such a way, with such conviction, that it comes to pass in my life. Affirmations are a way of saying, I am this. That is, if your life is a negative thing, I am something positive. If your life is less than wonderful, I am wonderful. I have a sister that says it so well all the time. I am wonderfully, fearfully created, and that my soul knows right well. I am on top. I may be on the bottom right now, but that is not my future. That is not where I am going. That is not my forever. That is my right now, and it's looking for its next. And its next is that I am on top and I cannot be stopped. I have this thing in me that says I am ahead. I am never the tail. I am never the backside of anything. I am always in the forefront. You know my name. Somebody's searching for me right now. I hope I'm hitting somebody's wonder box right now. You see, that's affirmations. What it does is that it takes us from our present situation into a positive and a certain reality. That's what it does. But many times we leave these things out. And so when we leave these things out, when we cannot release them from our mouth, then we hold on to things of our past. No, just gonna take a little bit more of this tea. I got it. This is some really good tea, y'all. And it's some really good tea that we're sharing on today. Affirmations, those things that help us with the release of where we are. and where we're going. You see, if Gabrielle Douglas, if Simone, if Nadia, if Mary Lou had decided to never let go, doubtless their names would be in history books right now. But they learned something about that release. Do we know something about the power of releasing affirmations in our lives? Typically, no, we don't. We don't. Because I said what I said, and maybe that's why I'm seeing what I see. Yep, that's the pretty eyelashes coming at you now. I said what I said, girl. And so now is that the reason you're seeing what you see? I said you were a, I said you were this. I said I was this. And we've got some things that have that, I know, that baddie. Be careful what comes on the other side of that baddie, because sometimes that's what shows up. And when that enters the room, then all of the goodness and the favor that walked in to meet you at your table walk out. I know, I'm just laying down some things right now. How about I am a queen? How about I am wearing my crown well? How about I am running my dynasty and it is divine? How about I am a Fortune 500 CEO business owner? How about I am a best-selling author? How about I am the most amazing mom I know? How about I am the daughter that you dreamed of? How about I am the wife you cannot say no to? You see, those things begin to carry weight in a positive way, in a very positive way. Yeah, King George says he doesn't mind a little bit of weight. He's all right with that. See, there are some positive things, some positive weights, the I ams of our lives. What goes on the other side of that I am begins to show up. That is why affirmations are so important. But I remember reading in one of my, many of them are my passages, but I remember reading the story of Jacob. And one of the favorite stories of Jacob is him in a fight with this angel. But Jacob said something. He says, in this fight of his life, the angel is understanding that he met a real fighter in earth. And the angel said, I got to go now. It's about to break a day. I've been wrestling with you all night long. And Jacob said something. He said, no, wait a minute. I'm not letting go until you bless me. I thought if you're in a real fight and it looks like they're not stopping and you're not stopping, but then they say they're going to stop, I would think you just let them go. No. He said, I'm holding on until you bless me. What did that really mean? That meant that Jacob saw an opportunity of everything he had been affirming. He had been affirming that he should be the head and not the tail. He had been affirming that he really should have been first and had that birthright and everything that goes with it, an inheritance. And here was the doorway. Here it was. I will not let go until you bless me. That means I won't release you until you release some words that say, I deserve to be blessed. And the angel found out it was a bigger fighter than him. I'm going to let go of this thing. And he lets go. And guess what happens on the other side of that release? A blessing. But prior to that release, you know what had been happening with Jacob? He'd been running. Are we running instead of affirming and releasing? Yeah. Somebody's running from a reality that's meant to be yours, from a destiny that is meant to be yours. Girl, put those Nikes up. Put them up. There's no need for that. Get your sketches out of the way. I know they're comfortable. Move them. You're running away from something that has your name on it. Yeah, yeah, that's what's happening. Before that, he was not only a runner, but he was a wrestler. He'd fight anything and anybody that got in his way. We got to stop wrestling with some things. You see, as long as those amazing gymnasts are wrestling with that uneven bar and refusing to let go, they never release. They never get to the dismount. They never get to that perfect landing, that stickum that says, I showed up, I showed off, and I am showing out for my very life. They never get to it. So you and I have to stop wrestling, stop running, stop wandering. There is something with our name on it, and it's everything that we've dreamt up. It's holding our hopes. It's holding our dreams. It's holding our plans. It's holding our purposes. It is holding the majestic things, the wonder that belongs to us. Oh my gosh. This is tea, y'all. This is real tea, and it's good. This is my sunshine cup. It just makes me happy. I love it. I love it. What are you fighting for? Put some questions in here. I see the comments lit up over here by my sister. Oh my goodness. I love you, sister. You are doing this. I won't let go until you bless me. Yes, 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 yes. Some real good tea. You better know it. It's in here. These affirmations are wonderful. They are wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. I love to play these back. Questions about anything here, comments, more comments that we have wonderfully, fearfully made. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm excited. These are the things that we're talking about today, and they are absolutely amazing. Amazing. So we release. That means we let it go out of our mouth to revive our mind and awaken it to the things concerning us. And when we let it go, then our mind can flow. Our mind gets back to its most divine, creative, brilliant, ever evolving self. That's what it does. And it helps us to do all of those things. Get back to our divine, creative, brilliant, ever evolving us. That's what it's designed to do. So awaken our minds on today with affirmations, because it tells our minds to get in gear, to begin creating room and an atmosphere for our best selves. Sometimes we got to turn the news off, y'all. Sometimes we have to take a break from social media, y'all. And I'm here on today, but sometimes we have to do it. We have to unplug. Yeah. And then sometimes we have to be careful about what we do say about us. That regurgitation. Yeah, we can't just regurgitate everything we've heard. We've got to learn to start digesting some things too. And that's the positive things concerning us. No more wrestling, no more running. Releasing the positive affirmations out of our lives. They determine our attitude, which determines our altitude. How high do you want to go? Yeah. Get the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation now, girl. Get it now. Bruh, get the mouth-to-mind resuscitation. Get it now. Affirmations affirm what is. And guess what? It's what will be. So I love you guys to life. I'm so glad you joined me on today. I know it was good. I got to say that. I got to put our last comment here. It was good, guys. I'm telling you. So I'm looking forward to being with you on the next Power Tables. This is Dr. Sheri, the Dr. Sheri, the 3M Diva with ministry, medicine, and mindset. And I hope we were able to set your minds on something positive today. Affirmations. And don't forget, this is where you bring lunch and we bring the tea. I hope the tea was real good today. Tastes good to me anyway. I liked it. So we will see you on next time. And for all of our authors, We'll see you on this Wednesday night. hmm Anthology. One more time. Click in for Zoom, and I will give you the link to that. I would love to have you write your story, and I hope it's one of positive affirmations and you're releasing. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.